the little boy accidentally fell into an open grave. A kind-hearted woman reached out and pulled him up. But when they came face to face, they both screamed in terror. The boy looked around in panic and saw walking skeletons everywhere. In his frantic escape, he bumped into an old man, scattering his bones. To his surprise, this old man turned out to be his great-grandfather. The old man was utterly shocked that his great-great-grandson could actually see him. Not only that, the boy also met other deceased relatives there.
Tía Rosita. Sí. Papá Julio.
Hola.
Tía Victoria.
What was happening? The boy's name was Miguel. His dream was to become a singer, but he never dared to tell his family, because everyone in his household despised music, be it a street vendor's loudspeaker, a musician passing by the door, even a dog walking with a rhythmic trot would get scolded. All of this stemmed from his great-great-grandfather. It turned out his great-great-grandfather once loved music deeply. Then one day, he left home to pursue his musical dream, and never returned. His great-great-grandmother believed her husband had abandoned the family, so from that day on, she forbade anyone in the family from touching music. But Miguel paid no mind to those rules. He not only secretly sang songs by his musical idol, but also signed up for a singing contest. He hid at home daily, practicing guitar, but was eventually discovered by his grandmother. Furious, his grandmother smashed Miguel's guitar to pieces. She then punished him by making him apologize to their ancestors. Miguel wasn't afraid of the punishment, but with his guitar destroyed, how could he perform in the contest that night? Suddenly, a dog scrambled onto the altar, stealing the offerings. While trying to stop it, Miguel accidentally knocked over the offering table and broke the ancestral portrait. Terrified, Miguel quickly picked it up. When he gathered the pieces, he found an extra torn fragment. Miguel took one glance and froze. The guitar in the photo was the exact one belonging to his musical idol. Could his own great-great-grandfather be the legendary musician? Just then, his great-grandmother spoke up. She pointed at the man in the photo. Seeing this, Miguel was thrilled. His idol was actually his own ancestor. Now he knew where to find a guitar. Miguel went to the tomb of the legendary musician. He eyed the guitar on the coffin, intending to take it. That day happened to be the Day of the Dead. Every household was celebrating with fireworks. Using the cover of a loud firework blast, Miguel smashed a window, jumped onto the coffin, and took the musician's guitar. Though excited, he felt guilty for taking it secretly. He could only comfort himself, thinking that borrowing from family wasn't really stealing. Time was running out. Miguel couldn't dwell on it. He decided to try the guitar first. Suddenly, a strange wind blew. Miguel felt something was off. Then, a security guard approached. Miguel thought he'd been caught stealing. He immediately set the guitar down and apologized. To his horror, the security guard walked right through his body. This terrified Miguel. He nervously ran outside, but everyone seemed unable to see him. He couldn't touch anyone either. In his panic, Miguel tumbled into an open grave. Then, someone extended a hand to help him up. As soon as Miguel looked up, they both screamed. The place was full of skeletons. Terrified, Miguel turned and ran, only to accidentally crash into another old man, scattering his bones. The angry old man was about to curse his family, but upon a closer look, realized he was his ancestor. This puzzled all the ancestors present, because Miguel seemed neither fully alive nor completely dead. They decided to consult the family matriarch. Before Miguel could react, his ancestors led him onto a bridge. This bridge was made of marigold petals. On the other side was a vibrant, colorful land of the dead. Miguel stood there, stunned. Soon, his family arrived at customs. A strict entry and exit system was in place. Any spirit who had their photo placed on a living relative's altar could cross over to reunite with their family. But one unfortunate spirit had no one placing his photo. Even if he tried to force his way, he would sink into the marigold petals and be unable to pass. Upon returning, they also had to declare any items brought back. Cookies and sweets were the most common declarations. Who would have thought this family had brought back their living descendant?
Hola.
When they found the great-great-grandmother, she was having the same trouble, causing a commotion at the inspection station. The clerk insisted her photo wasn't on the altar. Making a scene was useless. Hearing this, Miguel was taken aback. He then quietly pulled a photo from his pocket. The great-great-grandmother was furious, so this child had stolen the photo. At that moment, Miguel noticed his hand was beginning to turn skeletal. The station manager was alarmed, and stated he must return immediately, or he would be trapped there forever. The way back was simple. Miguel just needed to receive a family member's blessing before sunrise.
I give you my blessing to go home, to put my photo back on the ofrenda, and to never play music again.
What? She can't do that.
Upon hearing he must never touch music again, Miguel couldn't accept it. But with no other choice, he first accepted his great-great-grandmother's blessing, and returned to the living world. The moment he was back in the human world, Miguel picked up the guitar. To his surprise, the next second, he was back in the land of the dead. Seeing Miguel break her blessing so quickly, the great-great-grandmother grew even angrier. The many family members all urged Miguel to give up music. Since no one was willing to help him, Miguel could only seek help from the legendary musician, his great-great-grandfather. He believed he might be the only one in the family who wouldn't oppose him. So, using the excuse of needing the bathroom, he ran off.